Okay, when was the last time you went on a first date? They can be exciting, they can be nerve-wracking. You want to figure out quickly if it's worth your time. And if it's possible to find this out on the first date. It is possible, but only if you ask the right questions. So here to help us out with this is Karen Donaldson. She's such a pro. We love your advice about everything. So Karen, how do you get to know someone quickly without getting too intense on that first date? Because I would show up if I was dating again with a clipboard. And I would just be like, what are your political views? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I go through the list. You're saying don't do that.
Well, here's what I'm saying. You want to keep it light and fun, right? Because it's not an interview for marriage next week, right? However, you want to be intentional with your questions. And when you ask those questions, you want to be yourself because you want the other person to see you for yourself and like you for yourself. And the last thing is this. When you're having the conversation on your first date, try to say their name more than once, at least 3 times, because it builds a connection quickly and shows that you're paying attention.
Okay, Karen. Great advice, Karen. I love that, Karen. And what's a good question to ask to really see someone's character, do you think?
Well, if you're looking to see about the person and their character, you want to ask them a question like this. Who are the special people in your life? You know, who do you like most or who do you admire most? And you want to listen to who they say it is. And you'll see what their priorities are. Is it family? Do they value friendships? And then you want to look at how they answer that question. So if they're talking about their mom, their sister, how do they verbalize that, right? And then that will lead into, you know, their character and what that looks like.
And are they saying that they dislike everyone in their life, right? You got
to
be listening to that. What else? Do you ask them about their exes?
Well, no, we stay away from that. But
don't do it.
No, don't do it.
Don't.
No exes. But we talk about their pet peeve because when we ask them questions about their pet peeves, we see what they like or dislike, what we like or dislike, and see if they're, you know, fussy or they're simple or laid back.
Right.
We can get a little bit of information from that.
You get a sense, okay, but no ex talk.
No
All right. What happens if you meet someone and you think they're decent, but there are like a few areas they need to work on? How do you go about that? You know what I mean?
Always get that question. Here's the thing. You have to look for someone who's your equal. We are not in the business of molding or fixing people. Like them as is or not, right? Who you see is what you get.
Okay. And now what if you are with somebody and they don't seem 100%, but you feel like they could have potential down the road?
Ah, the P word.
Yes! They are potentially amazing.
Okay, so the thing about the P word is this. Potential is not guaranteed, right? And
did I hear an amen? Hallelujah.
To the P word.
Okay.
And my definition of potential and the other person's definition of potential might be different as well. So see them for who they are. If you like them, not walk away. It's fine, right? It's dating. This is what it is.
Okay, and it's okay.
It is okay.
We actually have 2 single people here, so we're going to put them together and we're going to see if they ask the right questions. Come on in here, Noah and Maya. Thank you. Okay, so Maya, what would you ask Noah if you were out on a first date with him?
So Noah, what do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I love spending time with my family. Love my mom, love my 2 younger sisters, spending time with my friends and enjoying experiences with them. Also, I love my downtime too, right? I need to have my downtime, watch some Netflix, and just, you know, cuddle on the couch or in my bed. Yeah.
Okay, good. I like this. What did you think of Maya's question?
It was a good question, but if you want to be a little bit more specific. So what I always say is ask would you rather questions and make sure one of the options is what you would like to do or what you like, right? So you can
would
see.
Would you rather eat cheese or chocolate?
Listen. So what's your answer? The thing. A quick example is this. So on your day off, Noah or Maya, if you're talking to each other, would you rather do a Netflix and chill day or you want to go to the movies and do all in and everything like that? So that's a key thing to do as well. And the last thing I want to touch, keep in mind, right, is you want to ask the other person, what does your normal Saturday or Sunday look like? Now, when they share it, you can see, are they a morning person? Do they like the club? Are they a homebody? And then you can see the similarities or not.
Yes. Okay, very good. I love the what would you do on a regular Saturday.
You got it.
Right? Because 18 hours of television? Okay. No, but maybe that's what you want.
That's exactly it.
Or maybe it's someone, I go hiking at 6 a.m. It's like, absolutely not. You know, it depends on what you want. Okay, Noah, if you were on a date with Maya, what would you ask her?
So, Maya, looking at the long term, where do you imagine yourself in the future?
That's a big question.
Yeah.
Probably moving out of the city, maybe getting a house, having a stable job. I'm sure this answer will change in like 10 years, but that's how I know for now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love you.
Okay. Oh. like that answer, Karen. What do you think of the question, Maya's question?
Here's the thing. Do not beat around the bush and waste time asking questions when you know what you want to ask. Just ask. So ideally, listen, you're on a first date and everyone has their intention. So you should ask something like this. So what does it look like for you? Are you looking for a long-term relationship? Are you interested in casual dating? Or are you just kind of looking for someone to hang out with? So in that essence, you can see, do they align with you? And there's no right or wrong, but you get to decide if they're looking for a long-term and you're doing casual dating, you can walk away.
Okay, all right. So he said he was looking for long-term. He wants to get married immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a red flag, by the way?
It can be depending on what she likes and what she's looking for.
Okay.
No right or wrong. What are you looking for?
That is,
So what
that
are
is
you looking
absolutely
for?
right. Okay. Oh, now what if there is no connection? What if they have no connection? They actually seem to have really lovely chemistry, but if there's no connection, and one of you wants to leave, how do you do that?
That's a really good question because that's real. Sometimes you go into a
Yeah.
dating situation, there's no connection at all. You want to have an exit plan. Right? So the first thing is this. If you can be honest and you're fine saying this, you'd say something like, you know what, I appreciate you coming out and making this time to meet with me. However, I don't feel a connection between the two of us. And I don't want to waste either of our time. So I wish you the best and just leave. Now, not everyone can do that.
Yeah.
So here is the old school approach.
Okay.
Now you grab your phone
Yes.
and you walk into the washroom
Yeah.
and you call your good friend and you let them know that they need to call you in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that will be the SOS call.
Yes.
You'll now go sit down, and when the call comes in, you pick it up and say, it's an emergency. Oh my goodness, really? Now? And you excuse yourself from the table.
Right. And in that case, everyone really knows what's going on.
They do.
And I cry myself to sleep.
But it's given, I mean, you cry yourself to sleep? It gives you an opportunity to, I guess, try and get out gracefully.
Definitely.
But they know it's your friend calling you. But
You
it's a
got
nice
it.
way to do it. Karen, you have such good advice. And really good acting there. Or are you getting married? I don't know.
We don't know. We'll see. We'll find